All right, everyone, CollectaCon is just around the corner, and I am so hyped to go. But, for a lot of us, there's this big question hanging in the air. So today we're going to put together the ultimate guide for all you Pokémon fans heading to what is, seriously, the biggest trading card show in the entire country. Let's get you ready.
And look, when I say biggest, I'm not exaggerating one bit. This thing it's huge. Just try to picture this. Over 900 vendor tables. Yeah, 900. All packed with everything from vintage Pokémon cards to modern sealed stuff, Funko Pops, anime gear. I mean, the sheer scale of it's just mind-blowing.
So, this all leads to the million-dollar question, right? And I know it's on my mind, and I'm betting it's on yours too. Is this place a collector's paradise where you're going to find that one holy grail card you've been searching for? Or is it just a super overpriced tourist trap, all fueled by hype? We're going to dig into what the veterans, the people who've been there, are saying to get the real scoop.
Okay, so first things first, let's really wrap our heads around what CollectaCon actually is. Because if you're thinking it's just like your local weekend card show, you got to reset your expectations. Think way, way bigger.
I mean, they officially call it the nation's largest pop culture convention. And that right there is the key phrase. From all the feedback I've seen from people who have gone year after year, the best way to think about it is this: stop thinking card show and start thinking Comic-Con. Seriously, it's a full-blown celebration of all things pop culture.
All right, so we've established it's massive. The next logical question is, how on earth do you navigate it like a pro? Well, that's where the Veterans Playbook comes in. We're going to go over the essential tips from people who've done this before, the stuff that's going to save you time, money, and honestly, a ton of stress.
Yeah, folks on forums like Elite Forum, the real veterans, they basically swear by these 4 key steps. It all comes down to this: get VIP tickets for early access, bring cash for better deals, pack a backpack so you're prepared, and be smart about when you decide to buy. Let's double-click on that cash point for a second, because this one is huge. Look, pretty much every vendor is going to take PayPal or a card, sure, but cash talks. As one veteran attendee, Leo, said, walking up with cash puts you in a way better bargaining position. You'd be surprised what kind of deal you can swing when a vendor sees those physical bills and knows they don't have to eat any fees.
And it's not just about cash. There are a few other little things that make a world of difference. First, have your eBay app ready to go on your phone. You got to be able to do instant price checks so you don't get taken for a ride. Second, that backpack is essential for snacks, water, and of course, all the cool stuff you're going to buy. And here's a pro tip I've seen everywhere. If you can swing it, stay at a hotel that's within walking distance. Being able to just pop back to your room and drop off a big purchase is a total game changer.
Okay, let's get to it. The big one. The real reason a lot of us are even thinking about going: can you actually find good deals on Pokémon cards? It's time we separated the YouTube hype from the on-the-ground reality.
So you see all these videos online, right? The hype is all about amazing deals and finding grails for a steal. But the reality on the convention floor can be different. There's what a lot of people call a dealer premium. And it makes sense when you think about it. These vendors have paid for their tables, their travel, their hotels, their inventory. They have overhead. So a lot of the time, prices are going to be right around eBay comps, or sometimes even a little higher.
This one user on Reddit just absolutely nailed it. They said YouTube makes it seem like this magical event, but the reality is, a lot of these vendors aren't going to budge much on price. And that's not a knock on them. They're business owners. They've invested a ton of money to be there, they know the market value of their cards, and they're not there to have a fire sale.
But wait. Don't get discouraged. That doesn't mean finding a good deal is impossible. Not at all. It just means you can't be a tourist. You have to be a hunter. You need to go in with a strategy.
So what's that strategy? Here it is. Number 1. Always check eBay comps right there on the spot before you even think about making an offer. Number 2, Sunday afternoon is prime time. Seriously, vendors are getting tired and they'd much rather make a deal than have to pack all that inventory back up. 3, know your stuff. Do your homework so you can spot a bad sales pitch from a mile away. And 4, try to bundle. If you see a few cards you like at one table, ask for a package price. You'll have way more negotiating power.
But honestly, if you go only looking for bargain bin deals, you're kind of missing the bigger picture. The true value of an event like CollectaCon, it's about so much more than just the price tags on the cards.
This is where the real magic is, you guys. We're talking about meeting the actual voice actors from the anime, the people whose voices you grew up with. It's about finally meeting your friends from Discord or Instagram in person. It's about just being surrounded by thousands of people who are just as passionate about this hobby as you are. The energy is incredible. And a huge one, it's a fantastic place for trading.
And listen to this, because this is a key piece of advice from the vets. One of the biggest regrets people have after their first time is that they didn't bring more of their own cards to trade. Think about it. It's probably the single best way to get your hands on a Grail card you want, by trading up, without having to drop a ton of cash.
So, we've weighed the pros and cons, right? The potentially high prices versus the absolutely incredible experience. What's the final verdict? How do you decide if CollectaCon is the right move for you?
It really boils down to what kind of mindset you're bringing to the table. Are you a fan? If so, you're going for the whole experience, the community, the special guests, the vibe, and you will have an amazing time. Guaranteed. Or are you a hunter? If that's you, then you're going in ready to negotiate, ready to trade up, and ready to patiently search for that one specific grail you need for your collection.
So at the end of the day, whether or not it's worth it really depends on what kind of collector you are. Are you going for the community and the experience, or are you on the hunt for a specific card? You know, for me, I think I'm a little bit of both. Figuring that out for yourself is the key to knowing how to prepare for CollectaCon. I really hope I see some of you there.